Happy December and holiday season, everyone. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas for those of you that celebrate those. Happy birthday to all of you Sagittarians out there, as well as you Capricorns, because it'll be for those of you that have a birthday at the end of December. So before I get started with your reading, I want to go ahead and talk about the astrology of December. If you aren't interested in this or you don't want to listen, go ahead and skip ahead to your timestamp, which I will post below for your zodiac sign. Okay, so December should be a little bit more light of a month compared to some of our previous months. We have Jupiter entering Capricorn on December 2nd. So Jupiter will be in Capricorn for a year. It'll be a very lucky time for you Capricorns out there, and a chance for you to really focus on your goals and your accomplishments and what you want to achieve. You can really make a lot of progress next year with that placement. Jupiter is the planet of luck and good fortune and abundance. We have Mercury entering Sagittarius on December 9th. So for those few weeks, we'll be focusing more on expanding our perspectives, okay? Possibly traveling to other places in the country. You know, Mercury rules more short-term trips than long-term trips. Full moon in Gemini on December 12th. So that'll be a good time for you Geminis out there to wrap up the work that you've been doing this year. And for any of you that have, whatever house Gemini rules will be kind of the theme that we'll be letting go of and releasing for that full moon. Venus enters Aquarius on December 20th. So in terms of love and relationships, we'll be wanting to kind of reinvent and to be a little bit more creative and innovative in our relationships. The old status quo might be boring for those few weeks that Venus will be in Aquarius. It's a good time to try new things, to have conversations. It'll also be a good time to make money doing things that are unconventional. We have the winter solstice on the 21st. The sun enters Capricorn. And then we have a new moon solar eclipse on December 25th on Christmas for those of you that are on the Pacific coast. For those of you that are on the eastern coast, it'll be the 26th. But this new moon will be closing out we've already closed out most of the eclipses of the year. This one will close out in the beginning of next year. But it is a new moon, although because it's a solar eclipse, it's not the best new moon to be making new wishes. In general, you don't want to start projects in the middle of a solar eclipse season. Obviously, always go with your intuition, right? The stars are just meant to guide us, not tell us what to do. But it is going to be a very lucky new moon because not only is the moon going to be conjunct the sun, but Jupiter will also be conjunct the moon and the sun. Jupiter, as I just mentioned, is the planet of good luck and good fortune, and it'll be forming a beautiful trine to Uranus. So expect unexpected good things, unexpected good fortune, good fortune that comes seemingly out of nowhere. So it's going to be a really beautiful way to close out the year. The 28th, we have Mercury entering Capricorn, which begins the alignment of 5 planets that will be in Capricorn in the middle of next year. So I'm not going to talk too much about next year, although we have some very significant astrological events happening in January. All of us astrologers are very excited and anticipating what is going to happen because we're going to have this Saturn-Pluto conjunction on January 12th. It's going to be very significant. So stay tuned for the January readings because I will definitely talk about that and how that can impact you as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your 2019 and your time with family over the holidays. And so let's go ahead and get started with your reading. All right, Sagittarius, happy birthday month. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading for December. See what we have going on for Sagittarius for this coming month. Okay. So what animal spirit are we working with this month? The theme for this month for Sagittarius. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. I love that. That's beautiful because it is a lucky time. It's your birthday season. Time to spend with friends and family and just let the sun shine on you. So let me go ahead and pull a few cards. Sorry guys, let me get hair all up in my business. Okay. So I'm going to pull a few tarot cards and then I'm just going to pull some clarifiers for these. What else we have going on in December? Ooh. Okay, so we have Queen of Cups. This is a card of nurturing, of compassion, of empathy, of just enjoying our loved ones and spending time with the people that we care about. Then we've also got the Sun. I have two pregnant ladies here, you guys. So for some of you, this may be a very specific message. You may be getting pregnant, or maybe someone in your family will be announcing a pregnancy. I know it's a super specific message, but we got two pregnant ladies, so I got to mention that. The Sun is, you know, it's joy, it's clarity, it's excitement, it's optimism, which is the key word for Sagittarius, right? So we have the Sun, and then we also have the Moon. So I want to get clarifying cards with this. The Moon is the opposite of the Sun. It's the unconscious realm. It's what's hidden. It's lack of clarity at times. It's our emotions. So I feel like this might be referencing the new moon that we're going to have at the end of this month, or it could be referencing the full moon in Gemini as well as the new moon, because a new moon is when the moon and the sun are conjunct each other. So I want to pull some clarifiers just to see specifically what we have going on. So I'm going to clarify Queen of Cups. Pull one more. Okay, so for Queen of Cups, I have transform and I have awareness. So we have lots of butterflies in both of these. So I feel like we are transforming how we love and nurture others, if that makes sense to some of you. Because with all the butterflies on both of these cards, it's like a metamorphosis, you know, which makes a lot of sense too, because you've had Jupiter in Sagittarius over the past year, and Jupiter is now leaves on the 2nd, moves into Capricorn. So I feel like it's going to be wrapping up your lessons over the last year and the areas in which you've developed and you've grown. So I'm seeing that we've become perhaps a little bit wiser emotionally. You know, when the sun is passing through the house of your sun, it definitely expands your sense of self and your sense of optimism. So I'm seeing that that's what we are transforming now as things come to a close. You know, maybe take some time to reflect on how you've grown this past year, how your personality has been shaped, have your beliefs changed, you know, what have you transformed or accomplished, what has been brought to your awareness this past year. You know, December is a really good time for reflection on the year and how we've grown in general, so that we can kind of do that healing work and clear the slate in order to prepare for 2020. So maybe taking some time to do that. Let me clarify the Sun. Okay, so for the Sun, I have comparison and understanding. So this is 5 of Swords. So I'm seeing that we're actually moving out of this energy of comparing ourselves to others or of being too self-critical, and we're moving instead towards compassion and understanding, which is very much in alignment with this Queen of Cups energy. So I've seen that we've grown a lot, Sagittarius, this past year. I've seen that we've matured a lot in our ability to nourish and support others, and to be understanding and to be aware of our own actions and how they affect others. So I'm seeing this as kind of a beautiful energy. It's like you've been this caterpillar in the cocoon, and now you're emerging as a butterfly as this year closes out. So let me clarify the Moon. Okay, so for the Moon, I have be mindful of the thoughts you are ingesting. And I feel like this is related to this. If we have been overly comparing ourselves to others, or feeling like we haven't made enough progress compared to other people in our lives, or just being judgmental of others or ourselves, this is being mindful of that. May specifically be for some of you being mindful of you know, stress eating or in taking substances in order to heal your wounds or to self-medicate as well, being mindful of that, because the moon does rule our emotions, and some of us may be prone to emotional eating, or nourishing with other substances to mask our emotions. So being mindful of that, but just being mindful of your thoughts in general. And express your true feelings, which goes very nicely with the moon. So if there is something, again, in alignment with this Queen of Cups, this Queen of Cups is very aware of her emotions. She is in charge of her emotions. She is able to express compassion and empathy for other people, but she does not let her emotions take over, right? So this is a healthy balance of nurturing others and oneself with your emotions, but not letting the emotions take over you. Okay, so I'm seeing that as a theme as well with the moon here, and with this express your true feelings. So perhaps if we have been holding in our thoughts or our feelings with loved ones, this would also be a good month to open up and talk about those. So being mindful of that. Okay, let me pull a couple more tarot cards just to see what else we have going on. But mostly I'm getting emotional maturity for you Sagittarians this month, and taking the time to really look at this past year and how you've grown and how your personality or your beliefs may have shifted, and really honoring that. Yeah. Okay, I have 5 of Swords here again. And yes, I am still using this witch deck. It's awesome, so I'm going to be using it all year round. This is not just a Halloween deck. So yeah, we've got 5 of Swords again here. So just being extra mindful of your thoughts is what I'm getting. You know, being mindful of your thoughts and being aware of your feelings, and being open and honest with people that you love, because, and extending, you know, patience and compassion towards yourself as well as others. So being extra mindful of that. Yeah, we've got Mercury entering Sagittarius on December 9th. So I feel like that might be what this is about as well. It's possibly going to be, it's going to be moving over your sun. So there may be the tendency to be overly analytical, or to succumb to anxiety or excessive mental processing, mental stress. So I feel like that's what this has to do with as well. So just being mindful of that, making sure you are taking care of your mental health as well as your physical health, right? Not stress eating. So practicing meditation, getting out in nature, spending time with family, doing things that really nurture your soul is going to be important this coming month. Okay, overall, you know, now is a lucky time. I see it's going to be a really good time for you, really joyous and abundant time. So let me pull one last card to close out your reading, Sagittarius. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay, so with this specific message, I feel like it has a lot to do with this mental anxiety and stress. So if you are worrying about family or loved ones or friends, I'm seeing that, you know, everything's going to be okay. You are fine. You're going to be fine. So some of this mental anxiety, it's not that it's not real. It's not that it's not a real issue that is valid and worthy of consideration, but I'm seeing that there's excess worry going on here that isn't really necessary and isn't helping. So this is Spirit's way of kind of being like, you know, everything's going to be okay. Do what you can. Let, you know, worry is useful in that it helps shed light on what we might want to change, but then you have to do what you can, and then when you can't do anything anymore, you have to just let it go, right? So focusing more on the positive of this past year and how you've transformed as a result, and taking the time to really acknowledge how you've grown. Okay, so that is your reading, Sagittarius. So it's positive, you know, really taking stock of how you've grown over the last year, and then just being aware of our anxieties, okay? And if we are going to self-soothe, make sure we're doing it in a healthy way. All right, so that is Sagittarius. Hope you enjoyed your reading. Happy birthday again. All right, moving on to Aries. What is the theme for Aries in December? Believe in yourself, squirrel spirit. All right, so let's see. Themes we've got going on for Aries in December. All right, so I have Three of Pentacles. This is about building upon our foundation, working in collaboration with others, working on projects, building our stability and security, working on things that are developing our sense of self. We have Knight of Swords. This is a card of acting with integrity, standing up for causes you believe in, standing up for yourself. If that makes sense, if that's relevant for you, if there is going to be some kind of conflict, I'm going to pull some clarifier cards here in a minute. Setting healthy boundaries. And then we've got Six of Wands. So I'm definitely seeing that some kind of projects or collaborations are going to bear fruit this month. So you're going to receive some recognition possibly, or if this is your close friend circle, you'll receive recognition or validation amongst your social circle. So let me go ahead and pull some clarifying cards for each of these. And Three of Pentacles. Okay, so for Three of Pentacles, I have be present, gift. So with this, I'm getting, supporting others, supporting your friends, supporting your team, your coworkers, whatever this, group or association that you're a part of, that's going to come to the forefront in December, making sure that you are, lending a hand, offering help to people in this group, because I'm seeing that this is where the recognition is going to come from. So clarifying the Knight of Swords, we have breakthrough. This is the Tower. So I'm seeing that something is going to come to light for you, Aries, this month. Something related to, again, your social circle perhaps, or your work, your coworkers, or projects that you're working on with others. Like I'm getting with this, there's going to be some kind of revelation. For some of you, there may be a confrontation or friction in which you're going to have to speak up and speak for yourself. So that's a possibility as well for some of you. Again, some of these messages may not resonate with all of you, so take whichever message resonates. But standing up for yourself and what you believe is right and acting with integrity. And I think something will be revealed, or light will be shed on some area for you this month. And then we've got Six of Wands, which is, recognition. For that, I have received healing. So I am getting recognition for you, Aries. Like I'm almost seeing that there's going to be some kind of a mini trial for you this month, where you have to focus on building out your projects or supporting others in some kind of a team or social scenario. But doing that and acting with integrity according to whatever insights you gain, it's going to bring recognition. Okay, so making sure you believe in yourself and that you're acting with integrity, and then there will be some good that will come of that for you this month, Aries. Okay, let me pull a couple more clarifying cards for that before I close out the reading. Okay, so I have vibration. So what I'm getting with this too is be mindful of your energy, because this too can sometimes be a confrontational, argumentative energy, whereas this is a very kind, supportive, caring, nurturing energy, confident energy. You want to be more in this energy than in this energy. Okay, so that's some tip for some of you if there is going to be a confrontation for you this month, which I'm seeing as possible, or some kind of conflict or discussion. Being aware of your energy, of your vibration, because you want to be in this energy, not this combative. Okay, so let me pull one last clarifier card for that before I close out the reading. Internet. Embrace the fact that you are the world. Okay, so for this, for some of you, I'm definitely getting very specific. Our social circles or social networks that we're a part of. is where you're going to receive this recognition. If some of you do have a social media account or you do work online, that may be where you'll receive recognition. But also this is about connection. So being aware that we are all connected, you know, also not making it personal or about yourself this month. And again, that could be, you know, believe in yourself if you're feeling overly insecure. Sometimes when we're overly insecure, we feel like we have to overcompensate. And so I'm seeing that might not, again, that's what this energy could be about as well, like needing to overcompensate. Instead, recognize that we are all connected and that our actions affect everyone, and being in more of a team mindset. I'm really getting that, like acting in more of a team mindset, because we've got gift here. Like it's your role this month to really be a gift to others, to support and cheer on others this month. Is going to be really important. And that's how we're going to be in this more harmonious state where we're receiving recognition. Okay, so just be mindful of that, of acting with a team mindset and being supportive of others this month, and recognizing that we are all connected, and that is going to bring some positive recognition for you this month. And there may be some kind of breakthrough for you as well. But I'm getting mostly work related or in our social groups. So not picking up particularly family, although for some of you, because we do have the holidays coming up, this may be some family drama that's brewing. But again, just trying and be mindful and present and not get into defensive mode, and try and just be more nurturing and supportive of others. Just be their cheerleader, and then that is going to bring really positive kickbacks for you. Okay, so let me close out the reading. The final message. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay, so for you, Aries specifically, we're working on our South Node lessons this month. If you don't know the location of your South Node, feel free to book a reading with me, and I'd be more than happy to help you figure that out. But there is going to be some kind of a mini trial I'm seeing this month, right? Some kind of a breakthrough, and perhaps some conflict or drama. That I'm not getting anything major. No major drama, but there may be some butting heads. And again, it's going to be important to just focus on how you can be of service to others, how you can support others, and just believing in yourself and the work that you're doing. And then if you do that, the rewards will be recognition. Okay, but don't let your past habits and behavioral patterns hold you back. Okay, that is your reading, Aries. Hope you guys enjoy the holiday and time with family. All right, last but not least, Leo. What is the theme for December for Leos? Claim your independence, cat spirit. All right, so December is going to be a month where you're going to be focusing more on your independence, focusing on yourself and your own contributions. Perhaps if you've been overgiving too much to other people, it's going to be a time to take a step back and nurture yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a few tarot cards. All right, so we have the World card. This is a card of self-mastery. So I do see us completing some of our lessons this month, Leo, which makes a lot of sense. You know, we're wrapping up 2019. So I'm seeing that a lot of the work we've been doing this year, whether it's, you know, career work or whether it's been inner work and self-work, it's going to be coming to a close this month. And you're going to be growing and evolving as a result. And I'm seeing that you will see some of that evolution and progress manifest this month. I've also got 10 of Swords, which is a really positive card in conjunction with the World, because it means we're closing out a cycle. So keep that in mind. Whatever challenges you've really been working with this year, I am seeing them wrapping up and coming to a close, so that you can reach this more enlightened, joyous state because you've made that progress, you've put in the effort. So I'm seeing this is actually a really positive card. And then we've got Six of Cups, which is a card of generosity. It is a card of give and take. So with this, again, I am getting, you know, we may have been over giving too much, Leo, for the past year or a few months. And so it is kind of regulation and giving, being mindful of how much you're giving and to whom. Is there reciprocity? Okay, and then this also might be recognition or rewards from someone in your social or family circle as well. So let me go ahead and pull some clarifier cards for each of these. All right, so for the World card, I got kindness and unexpected. So with this, I'm kind of getting, as part of our closing out of the cycles and claiming our independence, we may get some unexpected recognition, which is kind of what I saw with this. You know, some kudos, a pat on the back, or you know, a bonus, or some extra time to go travel and do something, or an opportunity to really expand our sense of self as well. So expect some kind of unexpected kindness or recognition this month, Leo. That's going to help you to be able to be more independent. All right, clarifying the Ten of Swords. Yes. I love that. So I'm clarifying the Ten of Swords. I pulled new vision. This is the Hanged Man. So this is really beautiful, again, because it's this pain and suffering and this strife is coming to a close, and we're going to have a breakthrough. We're going to have a new vision as a result of this, a new beginning, which is really beautiful, possibly a spiritual awakening or just a whole new way of looking at things, a new perspective. And then I also have isolation. This is the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak and sorrow, but it did come out reversed, so I'm going to honor that because I really do feel like this is a healing. Like, we're moving beyond heartbreak, we're moving out of this time of trial, you know, because with the World card and the Ten of Swords showing up for you, Leo, I feel like 2019 has been a very heavy, very challenging year. You've been working on a lot of your life lessons and your personal challenges, and so this is just confirmation that we are moving past that now. We're doing our healing, we're healing our heartbreak, right? And we're gaining a new perspective. It's a new beginning on the horizon. So that's really beautiful, really positive message for you, Leos. And then clarifying the Six of Cups. All right, so when clarifying the Six of Cups, got naked, dare to bear all, which to me is about just bearing your soul. So again, I feel like because we're closing out this cycle and we're having this new vision, perhaps this new vision of who we want to be going forward or what we want to focus on, it's going to bring with it some vulnerability, right? We're going to have to share our challenges with the people that we love, or share with others how we've grown over this past year, or perhaps even just owning it yourself, owning how much you've grown and how much challenge and struggle there has been for you this past year, and how you have really experienced metamorphosis as a result. Okay, so there's going to be some vulnerability here, and embracing that, because then we have Chase, which is face and embrace the man or woman in the mirror. So this is, both of these cards are really beautiful because it's also about, you know, this card is a card of giving and receiving and generosity, but what I'm seeing with this is extending this generosity to yourself, taking time to really honor how far you've come and closing out these cycles, embracing this new person that you've become. It's like you've been reborn almost this year, and we have new beginnings on the horizon now, but we have to acknowledge our own growth, our own new vision, and that's part of how we're going to claim our independence. Okay, so it's going to be a really beautiful month for you, Leos, in December. I really feel a positive, really uplifting energy this month for you. It should come as a relief because we're closing out some of these challenging cycles, so taking the time to really acknowledge how far you've grown is going to be important. Okay, so final message for Leos. The time for healing. This came up a few times because we've got a couple times rather. Well, this is a card of healing, and then these are also cards of vulnerability and acknowledging old layers that have been shed and embracing this new person that we've become. So it seems like that's going to be a focus for you, Leos, and in December as you close out this perhaps tougher cycle or tougher year. But it's going to be beautiful because as we heal, we grow into this newer, more raw, bare person, this new beginning, this new vision, right? You're going to have a stronger sense of self. And as a result, you're going to be stronger and more independent than you've ever been. So it's a beautiful thing. Just making sure you're taking the time out for healing this month. Okay, Leos. So that is the reading for Leos and for fire signs. I hope you all have a great holiday. Thanks for watching. Bye.